Welcome to Psychic Medium Tony Greene. I am Tony Greene, the Psychic Medium. Welcome to the show. I'm going to get started now. You guys, I'm so excited this morning with this show. I just feel like it's going to be a really good show, a really different show. I don't know why, but we're about to find out. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, maybe I'm not. Just saying. Here we go. So I've been answering questions already on YouTube, and I am live on Podbean. Just to let you know, if you hit the buttons you need to hit, if you're watching live and you hit those buttons, you can pre-game with us or pre-show with us, where you go on, you ask questions, and I answer those questions before the show even starts, just to try to help more people, get more people, whatchamacallit, answers and connections and such. Okay, so you know that. First and foremost, do not get scammed. I will never reach out to you. Only scammers reach out to people. Just always remember that for everything in life. I think that solves so many things in life in general. Okay. Next, what else? Okay, this show goes live it's a good thing I still have my little notes. This show goes live every Monday and Wednesday, where I answer questions live. If you're listening on one of the many podcast or streaming channels or television stations or radio stations, you can join us live every Monday and Wednesday on YouTube or Podbean, where I answer questions and help you connect with loved ones on the other side. The show does air on WSCS and Rude Rangers, all of their radio stations, streaming stations, television stations, and podcasts, plus wherever I can manage to put it out also. They do a much better job than I do, though. I'm just going to say that. It also airs on all of their affiliate stations. So it's, throughout the whole US. And with YouTube, we have people from all over the world coming in. I'm really just honored and so sometimes surprised when somebody says, "Oh, I'm in Brazil," or "I'm here, I'm there." I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing!" I love that I can help people all over the world. Next, I do offer private sessions. This is pretty much everything I do all day long, is help people with guidance in their life or connecting with loved ones. If you do want a private session, if you want to connect with loved ones, if you just reach out, go to my website, tonig.info. Happy to make that happen for you. Next, what else? If you want to call in and have a conversation on Podbean, you can do that. Go to Tony Greene, the number 2, and you should see my live going right now or during the time of the show, which is every Monday at noon Central and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. Plus, I do pop-up shows. So if you do want to know when I'm going live and you are on social media, hit those buttons and you will be notified. Okay, let's see. You guys, we're going to start with songs today, because the first song I have is, I don't know, I'm probably going to crack up while I sing it, but I'm going to do my best. It's a pretty old song. I don't even know. I just keep hearing the first verse of it, which is, "Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way." If you know that song, it's for you. I don't care if 100 people remember that song. It's for all 100 of you. I'm just saying, anybody who knows that song, it's for you. 1,000,000% yours. And then there's a song, Lucille. I'm not getting anything other than Lucille. then the song "Help Me Rhonda, Help Me Rhonda," that song, and then Mr. Vane. And I'm not going to sing any of those words because I just really don't like that type of music. It's kind of ish to me personally, ish. I think it works. I'm just going to say this, like that type of music, it does something to the central nervous system. It something with it like changes your frequency, your vibration, your central nervous. It's like really heavy metal. It does something to you that's not favorable. That's all I'm gonna say. Like they know heavy metal like invokes anger in people, that aggression and anger. Some people, some heavy metal, for the sake of not getting in trouble. Okay. I'm not saying it's bad, but like the really, really, really heavy, what do they call it? The whatever that kind of, not the regular like AC/DC or that stuff. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do a couple more songs and then I'm gonna go into names. By the way, I did confirmations this morning um, on on TikTok, and I'll be putting them out throughout the week. I did three of them this morning. And what my healing TikTok this morning was expecting the best. So please go there. I'm going to. I need to write something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The next song is "Come On Everybody." Uh, if you know the song, you know. And I always say, if the song is for you, you're gonna know. I can hear "Come On Everybody." It's an older song. I think it's locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I am probably, those are probably not the words. Those are probably not even close to the road. I'm probably combining two different songs right now. So if you think I sit awake and plan this out, I don't even plan my own. I don't plan anything out. Everything happens on a whim for me. So just there's that. Beach Boys. Heather saying it's a Beach Boys. Okay. Um, so the songs, I didn't say this pre-song, but the songs could be a song you knew, your loved one knew, you listened to together, you know they liked it, or it could be answering a question, or when you hear the song, you just either in your mind on playing on something, you walk into a store, it's randomly playing. It is your loved one letting you know they are with you, and they're always with you. Just always know they're always with you. The next song, and we're just going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to get to names, and then I'm going to get to questions. The next song is "Let Me Love You." And I don't really know that song. All they ever play of it is "Let Me Love You," which I'm singing way off beat, way off tone, way off everything. But if you know, you know. Again, that's one of those things that if you know that song, you're gonna know it's for you. And then any other songs, "Take It to the Limit" one more time, which is always on here. So there's somebody that's always on the show and they want you to know, take it to the limit. And then, okay, we're going to go to names. This could be your name, your loved one's name. It could be a person, place, or thing, meaning pet, anything of anything. And when I say it, it could be you, them, loved ones, whatever it is. Um, a horse named Charlie is coming through. I don't think I've ever heard that in my whole little life. A horse named Charlie. Whoever that's for, that's probably very exact. And there's like so much emotion coming through with that. So if it's for you, please let me know. And again, remember everyone, There are people that watch this on TV, so they may not be in the YouTube chat. So, a horse named Charlie. The next confirmation is Wild Roses. And then there's also the confirmation of the song, I think it's Wild Horses by U2. And then the next confirmation is, well, it's a song, Every Little Thing You Do. It's, I think, by a band. Okay, and then the next song is, or the next confirmation is, and these could be names too. Um, it's supposed to be names, but they're going to give me what they're going to give me. Bob, which came through on this morning's confirmations that I put out. And then I'm hearing Lucille again. So maybe Lucille is not a song. Maybe it's just somebody's name that they wanted me to get through. The next name and or confirmation is Jackie or Jackie or Jacko. The next one is Mandela or Mandela. The next one is Latinka or Latinka or Latinka. The next one is Jerome, Jason, Melanie, Mitchell, LaRue. That's the second, like a French name today, also. Just saying. Second French name today. Manuel or Manuel. The next one is Gypsy. And then the last one is Corduroy. All right, those are the names and the songs for this show. If more come through, they come through. I'm going to start with a healing. Excuse me. I'm going to start with a clearing and or healing, and this one is for teenagers. Heaven help us with teenagers, right? So this healing and or clearing, it's going to go out for, how can I say this? I don't want to say it. Let's just say to misbehaving teenagers, let's clear, heal, release that. And you can come back and listen to this as many times as you'd like or want. And then also just direct it towards your teens, and that should help. Okay, I'm going to start with the questions. Yes, you can ask a question if you are joining me. I love questions. I get through as many as I can. Please put your question in the chat, not the comments, because I cannot see the comments while I'm live. You can also go to, hey 4Q on Podbean. You can go to Podbean, put your question in Podbean, or call in on Podbean. Or you can just post your question in the chat on YouTube if you're watching us live there. So the first question, and if I miss your question today, I apologize. There was a lot of conversation going on during the pre-show, and I may have missed a couple of questions and or comments, and I really apologize for that if I did. Erin, hey Toni, still single. But what characteristics do you see my husband having? His characteristics, hobbies, career. What can I give you on your future husband? Aaron, the first thing I want to say is he's a little bit taller. I don't know if they mean taller than you or just in general tall, like in comparison to a lot of the guys in our area. He, I, I don't know if he likes to bowl, but I just he'll bowl, but that, there's bowling, but there's also something else, I guess that could mean. Um, I do feel like a very ethical person, almost a personality that is, and don't think of this and go, ooh, ick, but I don't think it's an ick at all. Um, I feel like if if he's not like an accountant, definitely has like an accountant personality. Also, um, can be selectively charming, which might sound like a red flag, but it is not if they are very, um, if it's just with you and not everybody and it's genuine. Okay, that's the way I want to say that. I feel like you're going to meet him at dinner. So you're not going to meet this person online. You are going to meet this person um, in person. I feel like there might be some sort of military background, if not him, his family. And I do feel like you're definitely going to meet this person. And then again, I hear dinner. So I hope that's helpful, Erin. Rebecca, Toni, today is my grandma Rita's birthday. Anything she would like to say to me? Yes, yes, absolutely. So the first thing your grandma Rita would love to say to you is my love, and don't let what goes on outside of you affect what's inside of you. Although there are some struggles, these will pass and everything is going to be better by June. Allow yourself to just know that. And actually things are getting better right now, Rebecca, like day by day. Um, don't take a moment for granted, and don't take I don't know if this makes sense to you, Rebecca, but don't take breath for granted. Don't take breath for granted. Okay, that's the second thing. That's the message. And of course she loves you. And of course she loves you. You guys, if you'd like me to answer a question, please put an exact question in the chat about life, love, career. And if you want me to help you connect with a loved one, I just need their relationship to you and their name. And if you have a question, put it in the same comment. Thank you so much. Gypsy Ann. Hi, Toni. I left my job of 10 and a half years. That is a long time. That is quite a few reasons. I'm using up my sick days till June 20th. I start a new and less stressful job end of June. Do you see this job for me being a happier? Here's what I'm going to say for you, Gypsy Ann. I feel like you'll have more peace at this upcoming position. There will be some chaos, as there is at every job. Um, Here's my statement. You can take 20 people and put them in a room, and depending on the room will determine their behaviors and how they get along. So if you put 20 people in a room and it's a space of work, there's going to be cattiness, there's going to be competition, there's going to, they're not necessarily happy to be there. If you take 20 people, those same 20 people, and you put them at a table in a room and you're buying them a free, luxury dinner, they're all going to be happy and love it. So just think about that every time, you go in. A lot of time, most of what people do at work is something they would never do in other situations. But work can be a very competitive, very catty place for some people. There will be a little bit of chaos, but it won't affect you as much. I do feel like where you're going, they're revamping. They're pulling out a lot of the weeds or the bad players, and they're replacing them with new ones right now. They're totally revamping in one way or another. So whatever that means for you, love, I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ani wants, hey Maris, Ani wants to know, Toni, when will I be able to manifest a romantic relationship? Ani, okay, so first I just want to say, don't think of it coming in the future. Think of it being here right now. And let's do a cut clearing for anyone wanting a relationship that we are in a healthy, loving relationship. Let's clear that to a yes, or we're attracting healthy, loving partners, and let's clear that to a yes. Wow, that really hits me in the right here. So let's heal, clear, release all of this and all that caused it. Also, I do want to say, Ani, I feel like there are people around you that are interested in you, but they're not good. They might not have the best character. Like they might be in relationships already, or they might be like, kind of drunkies. They might be kind of, you know, those types of characters. Um, but I do feel like in approximately a month, give or take a little bit, no, in a month, someone's going to come in and be a really good fit for you. You're going to meet this person out and about. Um, and I need to know, Ani, I wasn't going to do this because I keep losing my place, but Ani, can you please check in with me? Just let me know you're here. Does the name Rodrigo mean anything to you, Ani? If it doesn't mean anything to Ani, it's for somebody else who's listening, Rodrigo. Ani, if anything, what does Rodrigo mean to or for you, love? Um, I do feel in about a month's time, someone's going to come in. And again, I hear Rodrigo. I don't know if that's the name of the person coming in or somebody who is bringing Rodrigo in for you, Ani. Or somebody named Rodrigo is bringing someone in. I hope I said that correctly. I do feel like you're going to have a lot of luck this summer, Ani. That's what I'm hearing for you in about a month's time. Let me go back up. I think I went too far. Rebecca. Okay. If I pass your question, please repost it, but make sure I passed your question before you repost it, please. Thank you. Sally, will my brother Curly visit our family this year? It's been almost 4 years. I haven't seen my brother and he hasn't come back to visit. He stays in Ohio. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think he wants to come back. I think it's two different things going on. Like the first thing I hear, they're like, no good. No, it's not that there's nothing to come back to. He's kind of even if he wasn't before, he's kind of like a homebody. He doesn't want to travel back. Like, I feel like there's something here that there's something where you are that either left a bad taste in his mouth or like no there's just not enough good memories or something like that, or there's something that happened that left a bad memory or a bad taste in his mouth, Sally. Whatever it is, it might. Here's the thing, he might love you guys. This is what I'm getting. He may love you guys very much, but coming back triggers something like a bad memory or something that he's not wanting to deal with. So if you want to see him, you might have to, just if, well, I hear FaceTime. I was going to say go visit him, but I'm hearing FaceTime. Um, and that's what I'm getting, love. I really truly hope that that is helpful for you. I hope that that is giving you the information that you need. It's not, the one thing I am getting, Sally, is it's not personal to you. Okay. So hey, Peter G, how are you? Hi, Tony. Should I take my mom home for care or stay at the professional rehab facility? Your mom is the one who got hit by a golf cart 25 days ago. Thanks. Should you take her home? No, not yet. Um, Let her do a little bit of the rehab there. If you take her home, it's going to be very chaotic. And to be perfectly honest, what I'm hearing is it's going to be a bit of a mess by the time you get her home and you get people there and can facilitate rehab in home for her. It will be quite chaotic. If she's there, they can watch. I feel like there's going to be another, I don't want to use that word. Give me a different word. Incident. It's much better to have her in the facility because if something goes wrong, they're there to take care of it. They'll catch it right away. And I do feel like there's something that could happen that could be problematic. And it's always best if something problematic is going to happen to have them in the facility. There is a time. I'm just going to let that be the answer for now. Okay, Julie, thank you so much for asking the question. Thank you guys for all of your questions. Um, Forward moving, any good news around money next month or in May? Forward moving, I feel like I just hear steady the course for you, and you should know what that means. Like that might mean the same amount in if you, and then I hear, if you want more, you got to do more. I don't know who's saying that, but they think they're really funny. Um, oh, that's the song. Thank you so much, Kate. The song in the beginning, Lucille. You picked a fun time to leave me, Lucille. Yes, that is it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that, Kate. That is awesome. Uh, Oh, yeah, Paul asked, "Did anyone ever tell me I look like Goldie Hawn?" Yeah, especially when, like, I frizz my hair out or let it be all curled. Yeah, thank you so much. I take that as a very, very, very huge compliment. Thank you, Paul. Drops of Jupiter. I dreamed of my husband, Jim, last night. It took me like a minute to realize he is no longer here. His favorite song is Take It to the Limit. Oh my gosh, Drops of Jupiter. Thank you so much for that confirmation. I'm going to tell you that song comes on almost every show. So every show, he's letting you know he's here. He's here. He's here. Um, yeah, when we dream about our loved ones, I never, when I'm dreaming about people on the other side, I never it's so real. It's so like we're so in the moment and they're still here. It's sometimes it's tough to to come out of the dream then. So yeah, unless of course they're yelling at you. Yep. All right, let's just move right on now. Moving right along. Do you see a baby boy being born soon? I asked because I dreamed of going to pick up my husband's baby, not from me, from the NICU. Seashells. I have so many questions. I have so many questions. Like a secret affair fostered a baby, and I'm going to be adopting him into my family. No. Okay, so yeah, I dreams of babies. This is one thing I know because I used to dream about babies all the time, and it terrified me because no babies, no babies for me. Um, they mean something new coming into your life, something brand new that you're going to be um, growing and fostering. But it's not literally a baby. It's a idea, a either an idea, a job, something like that. Something that's coming into your life that's new that you get to grow. Okay. So babies in dreams, that's typically what they mean. Okay, love. Um, Nancy Ray wants to know, hello, Toni. Do you see me finding a loving companion again? My husband Joe passed 5 years ago. I'm so sorry for your loss. When you're ready, there is a part of you that is really afraid to go. This is just what I'm hearing. Nancy Ray is really, really afraid to go through it again, to go through the loss again. And there's another part of you that feels like nobody's ever going to be like um, Joe, like, and you don't want to be with somebody who's not as good or better than him. But when you're ready, and I feel like a door will open in the next 6 months, it's up to you if you allow it. And I am going to give you a little bit of a warning, Nancy. I feel like someone's going to try to come into your life who's kind of shisty, kind of not a good person, but they're going to have a really good, I don't want to say package. Ooh. They're going to have a really good, like, look. They're going to look good, but not be good. And they're going to look good to you, but they're definitely in the long run not going to be good to you. So sometimes here's what happens. Sometimes I'll say, yeah, you're going to meet someone. And before that one comes in, a shisty will show up. And the shisty is often a test to make sure that you're being true to yourself, your values, and you say no at the first sign of trouble, the first red flag, the first whatever it is. So you don't get sucked in by the things they say and do. And I want to say this to you guys, it's just as important to pay attention to what they're not saying and what they're not doing. Okay. Sometimes we're looking for that thing that somebody does that is a red flag, but sometimes the red flag is the thing that they're not saying or doing, such as I don't know if I can come up with an example fast enough, but I'm just going to say pay attention to all of it. So I feel like somebody is going to try to come in that's going to look really good, but not be so good. Okay, so pay attention for that. Okay, love. But yes, if you're ready in approximately within 6 months, a good companion could come in. Okay. I just missed one. Yeah. Here, that's very strange. Okay. Uh, I thought I saw. Yep, I missed a whole bunch. Okay, it popped me down to the bottom again. So I have to go back up and find my space. Mary wants to know, should I return to M? No, absolutely not. Not in this lifetime, not in your next lifetime, and not even the lifetime after that, sweetie. There is no lifetime that you should return to M. That's not me. I don't know M. I have nothing against M, except for whatever they did to you. I'm on your side, 1,000,000%. Do not go back to M. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Never, ever, ever. No. Um, I feel like whatever happened, I just hear it was legit. Like whatever, if you thought something, felt something, trust that all the way 100%. And then I hear the statement, and I don't know if this is for you or just every person out. Don't play with a player. They've been playing all their life. They're always going to win one way or another. That song, players only love you when they're playing. Well, they don't even love you when they're playing. They just love the game. Players love the game. But back to you. No. Mm-mm. Do not return to M. Mm-mm. Mary, people often say to me, will I find someone better? Well, yes. Yes. And here's one thing I'm going to say, and I say it often during sessions, is we may love that person. We did not love the relationship. We did not love the situation. We did not love the way things went. And going back will be more of the same. The person doesn't change. They just change the way they manipulate or operate. You learn one trick, don't worry. They've got plenty of others. They have got plenty of other tricks because they've been doing this all along, not only to you. So no, the answer is no. I'm going to let that be now. Seashell, you have to go to Podbean and go to Toni Greene 2, and then there's a button you can hit that will allow you to call in if you'd like to call in. That's the way it happens now. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. So, excuse me. So sorry. Okay, next. No, Erin, you don't know them yet. You don't know them at all. You've not met them yet. It's somebody brand spanking new coming in for you. Thank you. Rebecca, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I'm happy it makes sense. BG, question. Hopefully we have an answer for you. My partner and I broke up last year. Do you see us getting back together this year? No. I see there might, I'm going to tell you this. Hey, Caddy, I'm going to tell you this. I feel like somebody might make an attempt, but don't take the bait. Don't go back to. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. So do you know, here's the thing. I'm going to compare exes to jobs, careers, okay? Like a job you had. Remember a really toxic place you worked. That it paid the bills. It did that. It paid the bills, but it was like not the greatest place. And for whatever reason, you got fired, you quit, you left that job. Now, if you have another job, you move on, you don't look back, you think, "Oh my god, I would never ever ever go back to that crazy place." Even if they called back, you'd be like, "Oh, no thank you, click. No," right? But with exes, because there's love and emotion involved also, um, if we don't have somebody new, we're tempted to say, well, it wasn't that bad. Now, let me go back to the job for a second. If you didn't get a new job and you really needed your pay your bills, you might for a second think, I should call them back and see if I can get my job back. But you would keep looking for a new job that would be better. Do the same thing here. I feel like going back to exes, they're an ex for a reason. It didn't work out for a reason. Whether it's our fault, their fault, nobody's fault, the universe just said this is over. Whatever you want to put on it, just put it on it and realize there are millions upon millions upon millions of people in this world. There are sometimes like millions of people in cities, okay? There's a new person and they will be better. And if not, go to the gym, read a book, start a podcast, start a hobby, go out with people that are good people, start a business, take all that energy of thinking about that person and put it into a new project and make yourself more successful, happier, and surround yourself by people who love you. Okay? Don't go back. Don't go back. Teresa, 2 guys requested my number. Congratulations. And Mark noticed and tells me they asked for his opinion. I wish everybody on Radio Land and Podcast Land could just like see my face. Seems off. Both guys said they would call, but didn't after talking to Mark. What's up with Mark? Mark's a douchebag. Mark's your frenemy. Mark is like cock blocking. All the things. And they might call still. Um, I'm gonna say this, if Mark's a friend, sometimes friends and family can be our worst, like, whatever. They just will get in the way of happiness or potential happiness. Um, I would say don't worry about it. It's A, to let you know you're desirable, you're out there, people are taking your number. B, if somebody talks to another guy and is dissuaded to talk to you after that, bad on them. Because guys know what guys do, right? Guys know what guys do. But I think guys will take a number and then not call right away, also to seem mysterious or like they have things going on. I don't know. Guys play so many games. They literally, guys are so bad at relationships. They sit and read these books. I mean, everybody's bad at relationships, but they will read books written by manipulators to learn how to manipulate women so that they can try to do that. Like the 48 Laws of Power. I feel like that of all the books that should be burned and banned, that should be first on the list. But there's a lot of books that men write on how to manipulate women, and you really, yeah. So I would say there are going to be more people taking your number, and there are going to be a lot more people coming into your life, Teresa. And Teresa, if you could do me a favor later this afternoon, if you could give me a call, I have something I need to tell you. Okay, Katie, how are you?
Hi, Toni. You can hear me?
I can. What's going
So
on?
funny. Do you know what? Tell your audience that I guess when you first sign up for Part B, it didn't show a call in or anything, but maybe once the show start for a while, then you can maybe then it start working on the app.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for letting us know that. And there's a difference too. I guess with all my shows that came over from Blog Talk and are already like they've already been produced. There's no call in on those. But then when I'm live, I don't know. I because I can't see. I don't have the same screen. Yeah, I don't get to see the same thing you guys get to see. So yes. Okay, so what's up, Katie? How have you been?
Oh my God, I've been okay. I've been okay. I've been okay. I have a question. Do you know what I noticed? I am looking for full time employment, but every time I tell the universe that I want a full time employment, my temp jobs kind of slow up or stop. And I'm like, no, like, I still want to do my projects until I get something full time. But yeah, I'm really kind of like, I guess, trying to either get back into doing my temp work and also getting a, full time position.
Okay. Katie, where are you located? What's
Oh, I'm in Georgia now.
Okay. Thank you. Katie, I feel like there's something that what I'm hearing actually is a friend of a friend. I need you to get out and network with people near like I know what I'm seeing and I'm trying to explain it in my head. I'm trying to find the right words, but like near attorneys' offices.
Okay.
So like coffee shops, or like if you take your computer and sit like at a high-end bar near attorneys' offices and just sit at the bar with your computer, like you're working and strike up random, like not random, but some conversations. You're gonna find and network that way into a position over just cold calling. So please do that. And second, there is something coming in, and I keep getting this since I don't know when defense, 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 defense. And I know you know what that means, right?
Yeah, you told me that before.
Yes. So keep looking not only with like government, but also with practices that do that, because I feel like that's going to come in for you. Okay, love?
Yes, thank you.
You are so welcome. And thank you so much for calling in. I love that.
Sure, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love. Okay, you guys, if you see just like that, and if you call in, I will probably end up taking your call sooner than later. So I'm going to take one more call. Heather, what's going on?
Hey, Toni.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. I just wanted to call you because you said that Colin was on your heart. I was like, I better call and find out.
Okay, so Heather, you guys, I'm gonna say anybody who's listening right now and has had teenagers or a teenage daughter, what's the thing you did that was most effective in keeping them like kind of like make them listen when they're going through their not listening stages, when they're and I know I don't have kids, but all of my siblings have kids, and I watch them go through like the rotten teenage and pre-teenage years. Holy cow. Holy cow. I think we need to bring back like I don't think we should hit them with our hands. However, that's what wooden spoons and slippers are for. I'm just saying, grandma's had it right. I'm just saying, you need to be able to pick up something and they need to go running. They need fear. Prisons are full of people who are not afraid. We need our children to be a little bit afraid. This is why I don't have kids, by the way. Just saying. Like, so anybody who has anything, the only thing I can say is number one, exhaust her. cross country, get all that energy out. Number two, um, and it's a normal thing that they go through, but like at one point, one of my siblings like literally had to take the bedroom door off of my one of my niece's bedrooms because she was being so disruptive. She was sassy. So they're like, if you want to behave that way, this is what we're going to do. And number three, just keep taking things that are the most important to her. Like the phone, that's typical now, grounding, but even like taking like, nope, you're not going to get your hair done until you can behave. We're not doing nails until you can do this, and then make them earn it back. Don't just give it back after a certain amount of time. And slowly, the other thing I'm seeing is slowly take things out of the room one by one. Um, if there's just a mattress left on the floor, eventually just tell her, well, and you're going to end up in, I can't make that joke because it's a child, but those are the things I have. But please, if you've had teenagers that have gone through this, what did you do that worked? Because we're in a whole new time and things change every week. And with all the social media out there, um, it's really difficult to have that presence with your children now. So please go back and read the comments, especially on YouTube, because I know people will put things in there. Also, there are some pretty good books on this sort of thing. But the other thing I'm getting is get get make sure if there's someplace she can work, especially someplace that is physical, get her there. But second, um, get her involved in her future career. Okay, something that will get her so enthralled in that she'll have something to work toward, something to look forward to. Okay, Heather?
Okay, thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Okay, you guys. And Heather's question was in the YouTube chat earlier about her daughter is just acting out. And I do know that is a normal thing that kids do um, at that age. And it's really challenging. But my advice, not having children, and even though it's coming from spirit, and Heather, I just do want to say your daughter would be really good with marketing, but she would also be really good in legal things. So maybe get her a law book, maybe get her a marketing book, whatever it is, something like that. And sign her up, especially this summer. Get her into summer programs and classes that are going to be geared towards those things. Okay, excellent. Um, let's see, where was I? Here we go, Nancy. I don't know who Carol Wayne is. Oh, but I thank you so much, Nancy. Okay, Kate, phew, I really felt a relationship clearing right in the sternum. Oh, that's awesome. Listen to it again and again and again, because sometimes it'll take one layer, then another layer, and another layer. I hope that's helpful. Uh, you're welcome, Julie, so much. You're welcome. She's waiting on, okay, forward moving is waiting on unemployment. So is your unemployment coming through during April? No, May, maybe June. Yes. I feel like maybe toward the end, in the middle of May, end of June, you might hear something about, or end of May, middle to end of May, beginning of June, you might hear something. I feel like somebody's fighting it, but you have a solid case. You have a really solid case. But I also feel like forward moving, I also feel like you need to start looking If you haven't been looking, please look. Do not bank on that. And even if you do get it, the job situations are really changing. Excuse me, and you really need to be out there looking actively, because what might be available now for you will not be available later. So please look. Lilith, hey Lilith, welcome to the show. Hello, beautiful Toni. That's very kind of you, Lilith. Thank you so much. Do you see Vincent being destined to be my future husband? Is Vincent? Here's the way I'm going to say this, Lilith. I'm going to say it one. I'm going to answer your question, and then I'm going to ask the question just a little bit differently for you. He could be, is the answer to the question you asked. Now I'm going to ask in a different way. I'm going to ask, will Lilith and Vincent be a really good couple? And I get a yes. I get a really solid yes on this. Now, here's the thing. Us girlies, sometimes if we know this could, should, would be the person, we move differently. We skip steps. We don't make them pursue us. We do things a little differently. Make it still, some of the best relationships I've seen, the most successful, healthiest relationships I've seen, are the ones where the woman keeps their man a little bit on their toes. Keep him on his toes. Keep him on his toes. And don't play games, just, I feel like with the name Lilith Phoenix, you know how to keep him on his toes. Okay. Seashells. This feeling I have is a baby that's not from me, from my husband. I understand that. Seashells. I can only tell you what I am getting. Why do you feel like your husband would step out and impregnate another woman and be having a baby? What other indicators are there of that? Is your husband shisty? Is he not coming home at night? Is he missing for days? Are you finding signs from another woman? Believe me, if a man is cheating, you are going to know intuitively. So what other signs are coming through, love? Patricia wants to know, hi, Toni. Is there any messages from my spirit guides or my mother, Nathalie? I know I'm mispronouncing that. Maybe it's Natalie, who's in spirit regarding my move to living in Phoenix. Thanks. Patricia, should Patricia move to Phoenix? Yes, no, yes, no. It's up to you. Phoenix could be okay. Here's what I'm getting for you, Patricia. No matter where you go, the circumstances will be what they are until you change a few things about the circumstances. For example, Phoenix, it could be a really good move as long as when you get there, you are secure and you have things set up for yourself. Okay, love? That's what I'm getting for you. I hope that makes sense. Sunshine says, hi, Toni. Hi, Sunshine. I wanted to know if I would start dating soon. Is Sunshine going to start dating soon? Yes. Sooner than you think. I feel like I always say this to everyone. I feel like you should go to some matchmaking events, Sunshine. Like there's this, it's just lunch, or I don't know about speed dating. That doesn't feel as correct for you, but I feel like you should go to some events. What's that meetup? Meetup has a lot of events that you can go to where there are large groups of people, and you can talk with people that way. Okay, you guys, I will be back Wednesday at 7. We are at the hour mark, and I have to, for the sake of the show, that's the limit. So I'm going to say a quick, I love you so much. Everybody have an absolutely wonderful day. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central, I will be back. Thank you.